The Bahá'í Dispensation is characterized by giving unprecedented relevance to women and putting them exactly at the same level than men. This equality is also exemplified by a number of remarkable women who are preeminent among the believers, and there is no doubt that Tahirih is one of the most important ones. She lived, of course, in Persia in the 19th century, and she was one of the first followers of the Bab, the precursor of Baha'u'llah. The Bab at that time conferred the spiritual title of Letters of the Living to the first 18 people that believed in him and followed him. Tahirih is one of these remarkable 18 Letters of the Living. Her life is an example of heroism and sacrifice in the path of God and for the sake of service to humanity. Like in the case of most of the Letters of the Living, she offered her life as a sacrifice and became a martyr in the path of God. At that time, the clerics and the government were backwards in their way of thinking. They were the opposite to the Bab and his followers. Theirs was a life of fanaticism, hatred, corruption, superstition, and lack of spiritual vision. The teachings of the Bab meant a frontal clash with the Persian status quo. His were ideals such as equality of men and women, spiritual independence, abolition of clerics, reduction of all forms of rituals in religion, prohibition of prejudices against other people just for being from a different country or race, tolerance towards the other religions, and most of all the unity of all human beings. Tahirih being herself one of the most important people to follow the Bab, and besides for being a woman drew a great deal of attention towards herself. She was very outspoken about her faith, her eloquence was unmatched between people of her gender and barely matched by a very few men. The way that she embarked in her spiritual journey was moving and mystical, but most of all it was revolutionary. She was a real trailblazer amongst Baha'is, amongst Persians, and amongst all humanity. During her short life as a follower of the Bab, she moved across different Persian cities to spread the spiritual teaching of the Bab among her fellow Persians, sacrificing her own tranquility and comfort. One of the paramount teachings of the Bab and Baha'u'llah is the equality between men and women. According to the teaching of both prophets, women should have exactly the same rights and privileges than their masculine counterparts, and she didn't hesitate to become a harbinger of this lofty ideal. Her courage and bravery were unparalleled and stirred the Persian society to its core. One of the most important events that took place during the ministry of the Bab was the Conference of Badasht, where a number of prominent followers of the new religion took part. Amongst them was of course Tahirih and also Quddus and Baha'u'llah. Most of the participants were men, of course, and none of them were not used yet to the new cultural values brought by the Bab. It was in this situation that she decided to remove the veil from her face in front of everyone. The agitation spread very quickly throughout Persian society and attracted even more scrutiny and opposition towards her and her beloved religion. Her life was not ordinary or common in any way. She showed the entire world what a normal person can do, moved by faith and with the love of God in their hearts. Like most of her fellow religious brothers and sisters, she was engulfed by a violent social and cultural storm of opposition and condemnation, was harassed, humiliated, moped, and finally executed. These events took part at the behest of the Persian monarchy and Islamic clerics that ruled the country at their will. Baha'u'llah gave her the title of Tahirih, which means the pure one, and said about her the following: the pure one, the most learned, the most distinguished among women, a shining light of knowledge and certitude. Her name is a symbol of feminism, heroism, bravery, and spiritual courage. She is an eternal symbol of the equality and dignity of women and of the immortal heroism of the companions of the Bab.